Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So in today's video I will be discussing what's in my handbag. Now I didn't think that this sort of video perhaps may be that interesting, but apparently it is, and I have been requested to do it. And I think generally there is something about there's something very personal about your handbag. And I think it says a lot about somebody. So hopefully, in terms of the contents I have in my bag, it will give you a good impression rather than a bad impression. And hopefully you will enjoy this video. So the thing that's most important to me when I'm traveling is my AirPods. I absolutely need it. It's a must. When I travel, I'm one of those antisocial people. I will admit to it, and generally I like to be left alone, but it's not to say that if somebody starts talking to me I would be rude. I'll be very friendly, and then it's very difficult to shut me up, but initially it's just easier to keep myself to myself, and I love listening to music, so I always make sure that these are charged before I go out. With this particular case, I think I got it from a random brand from like Amazon, and obviously it's a copy of the brand well, it's not Louis Vuitton, let's just say Louis Vuitton. But they have so many different designs, like pretty ones, cute ones, fashionable ones, whatever, but it just keeps my AirPod like really clean and secure. And it comes with a little clip as well if you wanted to have it as a little fashion accessory. This is not obviously an advertisement for Gucci, but I previously did a video on my designer bags collection, and this was part of it, which is the Gucci disco bag. I want to show you, even though it doesn't seem like that big a bag, I want to show you like how much can go into this. I call this my Mary Poppins bag because a lot goes into it. So in goes my AirPods. Next up, I live in the UK. An umbrella is crucial. At the same time, I don't want to be carrying around a really bulky umbrella. So many times I fall into the pattern of carrying an umbrella in my bag on the odd occasion. It doesn't rain. The day I take the umbrella out of my bag, I get caught in a downpour and look like a drowned rat. So to compromise, I decided to get a very thin, this is very small, and very light umbrella, so I barely feel it in my bag, and that way it's a win-win. Next up is my wallet. So at the moment I'm using this sort of like, I don't even know what you call it, it's not a wallet but pouch, a leather pouch by Lulu Guinness, which is a British brand, and it's got her iconic lips design on it, which she's really famous for, and it's just super easy. I love the fact that it's thin, no fuss. I just chuck my cards, cash and everything in here. Obviously it's not handy for coins, but really who uses coins and cash these days? So handy, and again I just carry it in my bag. I do have a bigger wallet by Burberry, but it's very bulky, as you can see. It's quite thick, so the days where I carry a bigger bag, then I like carrying this. This is obviously better for if you want to take, you know, all your like loyalty cards and everything like that. I've got so many. Whereas if I'm shopping with this, I don't carry all my loyalty cards, which is really annoying. This is one of the downfalls of this pouch. But I guess with modern day technology, you have apps nowadays where you can just scan the barcode and claim your points. So it's not too bad. In this day and age, hand sanitizer is a must. If this is my preferred option, it's by Aesop, and it's called the Resurrection Rinse-Free Hand Wash. Very dramatic sounding, and it's got mandarin rind, rosemary leaf and cedar atlas. Listen, it smells really good. It smells really clean, and when I use it my hands feel clean, but at the same time it doesn't sting like the normal like 99 whatever alcohol, 99% alcohol ones. And Aesop is a brand that's known to be like kind to skin, so this is my favorite hand sanitizer. But obviously if I run out of it, I just buy the normal ones from like Boots or any like pharmacy or drugstore. I love Smint, and I always buy the sugar-free peppermint flavour. This, although it's tiny, it packs a punch, and there's 50 in this, so I like to carry this around. I really like my breath smelling fresh, and that might sound like a really obvious thing to say, but it's really not, and a lot of people have bad breath. So I just keep one of these and I offer it to other people as well, just so that everybody is nice and minty fresh. I've spoken about this loads. It's a Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. Don't need to talk too much about it. It's a pressed powder, and it literally is great for just adding and mattifying my makeup throughout the day. And alongside that, it acts as a mirror. And I also carry the dual hourglass brush, which is like this on one end, which is perfect for like concealer, and this on the other end, like a powder brush. So this is the end where I would use for just topping up my powder. And you can just push it up so that the brush doesn't get damaged before putting the lid on. So it's a really clever design, but it's really handbag and travel friendly. My lips tend to get really dry, so I like to carry lip balm in my bag. It varies in terms of the brands I like. It could be like the NARS Orgasm one, as in the Afterglow, or it could be the Bobbi Brown tinted one. It really depends. But I also really love the one by Guerlain, which is Kiss Kiss, and it's this sort of like soft pink, and it really just complements your lip tone. Very natural colour. Because my hair is quite long and thick, and more so because of the pandemic, I haven't had it cut in like what feels like 10 years. I like to always carry a comb and a brush with me, just because it always gets tangled, like this slight wind and my hair's just out of control. So this wooden one is perfect for just brushing it out like I've just demonstrated, and super easy just to pop into my bag. Something else I carry with me is Cottonbuds. This is the holy grail, okay, because I have Asian eyes, and Asian eyes tend to get really smudged throughout the day, and it's just also good for just clearing out any gunk in the eyes, you know, when you're out and about. So I like to keep it in this plastic pouch so that it keeps it clean and doesn't damage it. Obviously this is going in your eye, so you don't want to just stick these without a bag in your bag. So it's just really easy to use. I literally just go into the ladies and clean up my under eye area like that, so put it in the bin, done. So I like to carry that around with me. Now if I'm going out to the local shops or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily carry this, but if I'm going out for the day, I like to carry the Andrex washlets with me. They're so nice to use and it keeps you fresh, and although it says you can put it in the loo, I would never ever recommend putting wipes in the loo. Always just throw it in the bin. And yeah, it's 12 wipes in here, so it's very nice. But I like carrying wipes like this because it's just more hygienic as well. Needless to explain, pack of tissues are always handy to carry with you. I like carrying it, and they've come in really useful for different things. It's not just about blowing your nose or whatever. It's like if you happen to spill something on your clothing or your bag, God forbid. They've even come in handy where I've literally in the past, randomly, I've seen quite a few people cry in public, mainly women obviously, and it's just been really handy to hand them a pack of tissues as well. But yeah, they come in handy is what I'm saying. Plasters. I always feel like such a granny when I keep plasters in my bag. You never know. But they are handy, and especially if you're out all day, if you're wearing a brand new pair of shoes or newish shoes, I would definitely recommend taking a plaster with you. You never know when you might have an accident. But again, I would say probably handed out more plasters than I've used myself, but it's still nice for someone to carry a plaster with them. When I'm out and about, and if the sun shines, which is a rarity in the UK, I like to carry glasses wipes with me because, you know, you get all your fingerprints on the glasses, and so I like to wipe my sunglasses so that it's nice and clean, and also it comes in handy to wipe your screen as well when it gets really smudgy and dirty, so this is really handy. Fragrance. Everybody knows how much I love fragrance, so I like to carry a travel size fragrance with me. This is actually really cute. It's from Jo Malone and I got it as a gift when I purchased something some time ago. But how nice is the size? If only they like sold these and they were refillable, that'd be amazing. So this is Red Roses cologne. But otherwise, if I don't use this, I have like ionizers, is that what you call them? And I tend to buy them from like Sephora when I go on holiday, and I'll buy several and then I'll just use my favorite perfume with it. But you can put a label on the ionizer as well to say like what fragrance it is, to help you identify it as well. But I love carrying small fragrances, and especially Jo Malone, it wears out really quickly. Like you'll find mid-afternoon you can't really like smell your fragrance that well, so it's nice to have a small bottle to top up, and it's very light even though it's glass. Since I'm a contact lenses wearer, my eyes get dry, and especially when you're in London, all the pollution, the smog, whatever, it really does build up. So I like to keep like an eye solution or something just to give my eyes a little bit of a refresh, more so at night time. I do find it really helps. So just being prepared with something like this. Cuticle oil. So this one is actually a treatment and it's by C&D called Rescue RXX. It's amazing. It smells like almond oil, and my nail technician used to always tell me off and say, or remind me, you know, to apply cuticle oil because my cuticles are quite dry. But sometimes it's really easy to forget, so this sort of really cute travel size helps you to remember. And if I'm on the train to London, I'll just use that quiet time where I've got like 15 minutes or so to just like quickly apply some cuticle oil, rub it into your nail bed, and then you're done and you're good to go. So really love this formula. Tweezers. Listen, don't ask, but tweezers can come in really useful. You never know when you might need them, and besides they're really light, so just carry them in your bag in case. I have eczema, so I carry a little pot of eczema cream that I decanted into this, just in case. I don't use it that often, especially when I'm out, but it's just in case I suddenly have like a bit of a reaction or a flare up. It's just nice to keep an emergency sort of small pot with me. And also I find this sort of pot is good enough to last me for a couple of days if I'm on holiday, so it's really handy. Pen, self-explanatory. I know everything's done electronically these days, but sometimes we need to go back to the Stone Ages and use a pen, so I just like to keep one on me. And again, it's one of those situations similar to the umbrella where, you know, the day you don't happen to have a pen in your bag is the day that 10,000 people ask you for one, so I always carry a pen. Hand cream is so essential, especially nowadays where people are actually washing their hands and using the hand sanitizer. It dries out the skin on your hands, so always use hand cream afterwards just to ensure that your hands are nourished. And I use the one by Weleda. It's called Skin Food, which is more for like dry skin. It's quite rich, so I wouldn't recommend it for people who have like gloriously beautiful, you know, baby butt type skin. You don't need this, but for people who do suffer from dry skin on their hands like I do, then this is extremely hydrating and necessary. Finally, with the hair, I like to carry my silk scrunchie. You obviously don't need to be bougie and go for a silk one, but using this helps to lessen damage and breakage in the hair, and it's not you know, some hairbands can be really tight and can cause headaches actually, but this one is really nice and gentle on the hair. So always carry a scrunchie, especially with my long hair. You know, I always feel myself and feel like Korean Beyonce walking out the house, but you know, mid-afternoon it's humid, I turn into Monica from Friends, and then I just kind of just want to get it off my face, and that's where a scrunchie comes into use. And alongside that, like clips, I have to be extra and go for these like mahoosive clips just because my hair is quite thick, so it just helps to secure and keep my hair in place like so. And so I just keep a couple in my bag as well. So those are the last sort of bits, and just to prove I've got everything in there, and there's space for more stuff to be honest, but it's all gone in there. and it's really handy. So I wasn't lying when I said it's a Mary Poppins bag. So that's it. Those are all the things in my handbag. I hope that fulfilled all your handbag fantasies. Let me know if there's anything that you carry in your bag that I haven't mentioned that you think is an essential. Obviously there are times that it varies. Like I said, I might carry bigger bags sometimes. I might be out for longer hours. Depending on certain situations or events, I could carry way more stuff than this. Alternatively, if I'm popping out to the local shops or I'm just going somewhere for a couple of hours, I might take a lot less items. So it really varies, but I've tried to show you what I would sort of carry with me on a day-to-day basis, the sort of basics in a way, and real essentials. And obviously when it comes to time of the month, you carry your lady bits of your choice. But I would say, because it's only a couple of days of the month, it wasn't necessary to show you that. It's not necessarily something you carry all the time. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching again. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video. Stay safe.
Butterflies in my stomach, butterflies in my chest.